Hello, this is Fabrizio.
Marco.
Gabriel.
Welcome to Calcio Worldwide. Today's episode will be covering, yeah, you'll see. Well, should we just start right off the bat?
Go ahead, just rant. Go ahead.
I'm too heated. Just
wait. Can I say something?
What?
We're not fans of Juve, so let us start and say what we want to say, and then you guys can say what you want to say. Because it's your team, you know what I mean? So let us start.
Yeah.
What we thought.
No.
Why?
No, because I've been holding this back for too long.
Go ahead.
I don't even know. Could he just take it away because I might flip this desk.
The reason why I'm wearing this jersey after that performance last night, I'm not wearing a Juve jersey for the rest of the season. I don't care. Complete disgrace. There are certain individuals that are good on Juve, like Gatti, Fagioli, who got injured. But that's something else. Allegri, he's got to go. Paredes, got to go. Di Maria.
That guy sucks.
Just leave. Who else?
I mean, guys, I don't even know.
He can name
Where do I start? I mean, look, you know what's the irony, the funny thing? Allegri, for once, he actually got it right, which is funny. Like, the first game, he got everything right. He came out with the same formation, but instead of trying to focus on countering and pressing up, everybody gets packed in the middle. He wants to stay tight and congested, and we were able to defend the crosses for the most part. And Moise Kean actually played good.
Yeah, I think the first half from Juve, I mean, they were all over us, but defensively we were still solid. I think Kean played good for holding up the ball. It wasn't a bad.
I think it was smart to actually start. I mean, he did his job. He held up the ball, not the best technically, but it was working. Sevilla, I saw the Sevilla coach when they zoomed in on him. He looked kind of nervous. That was one of the best first halves I've seen from Juve. And we were more in control of the game. We had the better chances, and that's where the issue was. It was our players not finishing. One in particular I want to get into. It was the first chance we had. Angel Di Maria. He turned into Devil Di Maria this game. What the hell was that? He had Moise Kean wide open, okay? Then the defender blocked him out of range, okay? You're a professional player, a world-class player. The most experienced player on the team. 35 years old. You're supposed to set an example. What do you do instead of putting it to your right or passing it to Moise Kean, who's wide open? He tries this fancy little chip.
Yeah, it's like, why keep it simple? The whole game, Di Maria was trying to be like fancy, dribble the ball. Every time he received the ball, he lost it because of him dribbling and not passing. At least I could remember at least 5 times he's done that in the first half alone. And it's just so many wasted chances. It just ruined the game. We could have been 3-0 up.
You guys play with
70 minutes.
You guys have no urgency whatsoever.
Angel Di Maria wanted to be the man. He wanted to be the man. Dybala wouldn't have done that. We traded Dybala for this.
No.
For a player that's even older is going to leave next year. Hopefully. Probably. The difference is Di Maria, he plays for himself. Dybala plays for the team. I mean, guys, look. Man, I can't even. Where do I start? Like, that wasn't even the start of like the whole thing. It was
such like a poor performance. So we couldn't even make like 6 passes in a row to actually build up to even a shot. Not even to build up towards a goal.
That's a Allegri ball, guys. Come on.
No,
it's disgusting. That's what it is.
I mean, coach back him, man.
This whole season, Di Maria, just to finish off on Di Maria, he's had some fantastic performances, sure, like the Freiburg game, but for the most part, he's been fairly inconsistent. The past few games we've had, it looked like he wasn't even there. He looked like a ghost. And Di Maria wasn't the only player. I mean, we've had way more chances. Like, we've had the best chances of the game came from Juventus.
Yeah.
Rabiot had one that he should have put in. I'm not gonna really like. I don't want to shit on Rabiot because he was Juve's best player today. Take away that miss.
Yes, yeah.
He was running left and right. I mean, I can't really, but everybody else, I mean, he even created that chance for Di Maria,
He got an assist.
Chiesa came on. Again, I love Chiesa, but you gotta bury that.
He was poor.
He wasn't
poor,
good.
Man. I love Chiesa
I have
too.
been cutting him some slack pretty much for the half of the season that he actually played because he got.
Yeah, he was hurt for most of the game.
So I don't blame him 100%, but he was poor. So
one thing I'll say about Chiesa, yeah, he tore his ACL. I understand it's hard to come back from that, but every time I see him play, he has this urgency to always rush things.
Yeah,
he needs to learn how to relax.
I think
many times
but
just rushed.
It's not just him;
them.
it's most of the team, and that's due to like.
But I think out of all the players, it's mostly him. Because think about this: in the Euros, remember that goal he scored against Austria? That sick goal, right? He was so calm and composed when he did that. Yesterday, he had a chance in front of the net. He could have taken a touch and shot it. Instead, shoots it one time.
Well, that's a definitely. I mean, look, I'm obviously complaining about him, but you have experienced the same thing. Okay, you just tear your ACL. You haven't scored all season. You're supposed to be Juve's man. You're playing under this shit coach who doesn't utilize you the best way. Who's putting you full back.
That's true.
Yeah.
The only thing is, I do.
Well, I mean, obviously, I
cut him some
understand.
slack. I understand.
I cut him some slack, and he is one of our most progressive players. He always tries at least to go forward.
Yeah, and he works so hard in defense too.
Yeah, and he's capable of defending. And I don't know. I don't put the blame on. I can't blame him.
No, you can't blame him, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
you gotta blame the players.
It's the whole team.
Yeah, you gotta blame the players that are fully fit, that can't finish.
And listen, then, I mean, we've had multiple chances. Vlahovic comes on.
Instant impact.
Yeah, shows Di Maria how it's done. You know, just a slight.
That's a chip.
Great. Both lefties.
That's a chip.
Yeah. Oh, one thing we forgot. Fagioli was having a great game. Amazing game. He's showing, this guy's going to be a future star. He gets hurt right away. It doesn't go well. We put on this useless schmuck, Paredes. The first goal from Sevilla was his fault. All this guy does is wants to fight, he wants to act like a tough guy, but we all know he's not. But he doesn't defend. He doesn't attack. He can't put passes together. Why did we get this guy? Why?
He was a horrible sign.
That's why.
You want to know why Roma got rid of him? Because at the time, our coach was Spalletti, and Spalletti even didn't like him either. He thought he wasn't a good player.
I mean, look, he's not. Listen, guys. You brought this up the other day. Marotta was key for us.
He was.
And he was treated with such disrespect when he opposed the Cristiano Ronaldo deal. We got rid of him, and now Inter is killing it right now. Look at all the signings Marotta's made. Lukaku, I think he signed Lukaku. Who else?
For nothing. They spent almost nothing.
Mkhitaryan, Dzeko, the list goes on.
Most of them on freeze.
Yeah.
Or for little money. He did the same for Juve.
Oh,
And now, without him, what signings are we making? Paredes. Milik, who, when he came on, he did absolutely nothing, by the way.
Yeah, your team's in shambles.
I know you said Allegri got this game maybe right, but I think something I would have changed if I was him was Filip Kostic. He's got Europa League experience, probably the most experience out of the team in the Europa League. He won it last year. He was the player of the season last year. He scored in the final last year. Why wouldn't you start him?
I think he wanted to...
He's our best transfer.
Yeah.
Out of anyone else.
The only good one.
I said he was a great
I think that was probably... I think he wanted... I really don't know.
Ayling Jr. is in good form.
Ayling Jr. was in good form.
Yeah.
Kostic, I mean, he's never had a bad game, but there's some games where he didn't have as much as an impact. I don't blame... I blame Allegri for the rest of the season. Obviously, I blame the board. I blame everybody in who has a high position in Juventus. But this game, it's not Allegri's fault. It was the players' fault. But everything that happened this season accumulated, and this was the result.
Yeah.
It's funny, though, because two Sevilla players were Serie A rejects.
Yeah.
And Lamela scored.
And those two goals came out of nowhere. And
they were nice goals.
I know people are going to say right now, if you're wondering, when are they going to talk about Sevilla? Yes, Sevilla did what they had to do. I think people... don't take this the wrong way, but I think people overhyped them. What I saw today, I didn't see a great team.
Yeah, this is the worst Sevilla team at all.
I did not see a great team, and the reason they won all those Europa Leagues, I'm not taking away from them, is there weren't that many great teams to compete.
No.
Guys.
They beat United. They beat Inter in the final.
They beat Liverpool.
But these are all worst versions of these teams. Like, it's the same with Juve.
Well, we're not talking about Champions League.
But like, guys, they didn't face Arsenal.
But we're talking about the quality of the Europa League.
Like,
for the quality,
leaving those Sevilla teams aside, I do think Sevilla are actually lucky they played us because they got to play whatever game they wanted to play.
Yeah, they got lucky.
At their home stadium too, it was for them.
Yeah,
set up perfectly.
This was the worst Juventus team since 2011. And guys, I mean, people were saying stuff that I thought was absolutely ridiculous, and people could say what they want, but people were like, "Oh, the ref was for Juve because of that Cuadrado tackle," which he had a terrible game,
and
by the way.
Acuna red card.
Yeah, no, he had a terrible Cuadrado had a terrible game. He made so many crucial mistakes that could have cost us, like that tackle. But that tackle was not a penalty, and that's why I didn't give it. The tackle was on the line, okay? That was not a penalty at all. In fact, it's the other way around. The ref was for Sevilla because it seemed every tackle, every challenge, there was no cards whatsoever, right? Correct?
A lot of times there was no fouls at all.
Yeah, extra time. I saw that. There was a lot of cheap fouls that he was giving away.
And a lot of dives, too. And that foul on Fagioli, right?
Yeah.
I'm not being biased. Obviously, I wanted Juve to win. But I agree. When I was watching the extra time, the second half, do you remember there was a point where Juve was attacking? I don't know what Sevilla player, but it was a clear dive. It was like a 50-50 challenge, but it was a clear dive. He gave like 3 of those.
Yeah, there's so many.
There was so much just time wasting in the second half of extra time. I think the ball was only in play for at least like 5 minutes. Yeah. And he only gave 4 minutes extra time. It should have been like 8 minutes.
They get away with it.
Yeah, there's so many refs on there were so many fouls on Juve that were not called, and the ref was absolutely atrocious. He kept changing his decisions every time. He even forgot to give Acuna the red. And the players had to tell him too. I mean, the ref was atrocious.
Paredes told him.
That's all he is for. To talk.
They're teammates in Argentina.
You were saying about the favoritism before.
Me, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, guys, look. There's still no excuses. Juventus. This was a must-win for Juventus. Sevilla, like I said, they're not really that big. They're not really that great if you compare for a team like Juventus. But Juventus were absolutely awful this year. This game is no different.
We could have had our dream final.
We could have had a dream final.
Oh my God, that was the dream.
Now,
we could have had the easier
Champions League. It was already a failure, complete season failure.
It's a whole.
The one thing we could have actually won. The one thing that was left, we failed in that. And everyone's got it.
What does your coach have to say about the season?
Wait, what?
What does your coach have to say about?
Coach? Dude, he says this season was a success.
It wasn't bad. He said
you can't make this shit up.
We're lucky to be in second in the league.
It's crazy though because Juve got out of the semifinals in Coppa Italia and the same semifinals in Europa League. I think Juve Champions League they were nowhere near the Champions League teams. But the fact that they've gone out and back-to-back semifinals shows something about Juve's quality and mentality.
The fact that we went out in the Champions League, we had the easiest group ever.
One win, 5 losses.
Yeah.
That's
complete embarrassment.
And we lost to a team that nobody heard of.
That's pathetic. That is 5 losses. That's not even you.
And then we go to the Europa League. It's our chance to make it back to
redeem yourself.
Redeem myself. Yeah, thank you, Gab. Redeem ourselves. And I'm sorry, man. I'm just so clouded with all these thoughts because it's just I'm filled with so much rage. And
I'm not even like mad. It's just like
I'm disappointed.
It's depressing, actually. Yeah. You know, and it's as a Juve fan, it's easy to say like, we deserve this trophy, whatever. But it's like this isn't. The players aren't up to standard. The coach isn't up to standard. Our tactics aren't up to standard. It's a completely different team.
It's pretty hard being a Juve fan because you guys have, had overall success for the past 10 years, winning Serie A, get into finals, blah blah blah. But the way now it's like, okay, at least compete. Go to the Champions League. At least get to the semifinals.
That's not good enough, guys.
It's not good enough, but it's better than
guys. This is Juventus, and people are forgetting about our motto: "Vincere la unica cosa che conta." Right? Winning is the only thing that matters.
Yeah.
But guys,
the problem is we're not even winning.
Yeah, we're not even winning. Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. And what gets me upset is you guys said yesterday, oh, at least look at it this way. There's one good thing that came out of it. Allegri's going to get sacked. One, we don't know if that's going to happen.
If he gets sacked, it's a good thing.
Okay, even if he gets sacked.
That's not a good thing.
The season was still a failure. Winning's the only thing that counts, right? We lost.
You're the one who told me, I don't know how long ago, that said, in some way, I don't want us to win the Europa League because I want him to get fired.
Listen. I said, as a joke, that could be the only good thing.
He's not going to get fired.
No, but seriously, if that happens, they need to mob up and start rioting.
The first thing that happened to me this morning when I woke up is I checked the news and everything, like Gazzetta dello Sport. I read that Allegri's staying, so...
But, how weren't there riots when we lost in Champions League? Milan, when they tied to Cremonese, the Ultras spoke to the team and the coach there, and their Ultras show up to the training camp. Juve Ultras, they're not even allowed in the stadium. Yeah, and another thing, no one's even showing up to our games because our ticket prices are too high for some reason. We play horrible.
And they don't want to see the games,
Our Ultras should be storming the training center.
Yeah.
Another thing we didn't talk about was Paul Pogba's injury was a big reason also. Because I'm telling you, if this guy came on in this game, he probably would have changed.
No, yeah, because he would have played Di Maria's position. This was supposed to be the game he started in.
Yeah.
Because Di Maria has been a failure these past few games. He's a fraud to me. I don't care what people say. If you're a person if you're a Juventus fan, I think we could all agree this man was a fraud. And I think our ultras aren't mobbing up. Why? Because we treat them like we treat our legends like we treat everybody like we treated Del Piero, our hero, our icon, our capitano forever. We treated him like plus we treat like Marchisio, a player that would have died for the club. Pirlo. When he became coach, we just kicked him right out the door.
Yep.
You guys got rid of so many players you didn't have to get rid of.
And for what? For players that don't give a crap about us?
Yep.
All these guys. Di Maria? Rabiotti's great. He doesn't give a fuck about the club. None of these guys give a fuck about the club.
No, you need guys like Fagioli, Miretti, Gatti. Those are the guys.
Chiesa too. He wants.
We got rid of Dybala, our jewel. Del Piero's hair, in my opinion. Whatever the f*** you pronounce it on there. His hair, whatever.
Dybala,
I saved him from TikTok.
Dybala loved Juve. That was like a true player that played for the bag. He wasn't selfish.
They still owe money.
Yeah, that's actually really funny. You guys
owe a lot of money to a lot of players.
We need team players. I don't want these selfish guys who are here for a contract.
Is a disaster in and out of the field.
Just to end it real quick. Who do you want out? Who's staying and who do you want out? Because I have an idea.
I want Allegri out. We need to fix the board and the president, whatever's going on there. Di Maria, he might as well go out.
You're thinking correct.
Yeah, Del Piero, I
think he's the perfect guy for you.
Paredes can go out. Milik, he's not Juve standard. Keane, he played good, but this was one good game the entire season.
No, not the entire season. The entire of his career. The entire
Vlahovic, I'd like to keep him, but he doesn't play well under Allegri. Paredes, go back to PSG, please.
They don't want him back.
Who else?
I think Paredes should just retire because he's so bad.
If I'm Juve, right, this is who I'm keeping. I'm keeping Fagioli for sure. I'm keeping Gatti for sure. I'm keeping Miretti for sure. Sule, Ealing Jr. These guys got to stay.
Definitely.
Wojciech Szczesny's got to stay.
Chiesa,
Kostic.
Locatelli.
Quadrado, he shouldn't start, but he should stay.
No, Quadrado's time for Juve is done.
No.
I'm not saying start, but like for that.
I mean, guys, there's some players that I'm not sure where they should.
Bremer should stay. Bremer's a player.
Bremer, I'm not sure. If we could get a better center back, I would. But if he stays, I have no problem with it. Rabiot, I'd like him to stay. If he asks for too much money, I really don't know.
No, but Bremer, this is his first season in the worst Juve season of
exactly.
I mean, you gotta give him.
I mean, guys, look. I mean, Anybody else? Pogba, should he stay? I don't even know.
Give him one more season. Give him one more season.
But the problem is with the wages. We can't make big signings if we're gonna keep paying Pogba's wages and he's not gonna play.
I think the true test is you got to ask him to lower his wages. He's got to understand. I've been injured the whole season. I shouldn't be getting paid this much.
Yeah, but most people don't want to. I mean, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely correct. If he doesn't want to, I'm sorry, Pogba. I love you. You got to go.
Yeah.
This whole squad needs a whole rebuilding phase, and we can't rush like we did last time because it's going to take a while. We're not going to win anything next year, even if we rebuild, and that's fine as long as we're heading the right way and we're shooting up.
Yeah.
But we spent a lot of time for Juve, and we got a lot of things to say about Roma as well.
Yes! Yes!
Yeah, okay. I wouldn't be so enthusiastic, but we'll get into it.
No.
I'll let you guys praise.
Honestly, you guys praise the whole time.
Praise. Go ahead.
A funny story before I start. Obviously, yesterday we were at work. We weren't able to watch the game. I watched it when I came home again. When Roma won, I went on my knees. I prayed to God, and I went up to Marco, and we hugged each other. And our kids that we
you guys kissed too.
Our kids that we coach were like, "Coach, what happened?" We were like,
You don't know.
You don't understand. But the first thing I want to say is Roma. As a Roma fan, I've suffered so much pain of losing so many important games. Semifinals and Europa Leagues. I mean, you guys have seen it. But I have to give Jose Mourinho the most credit. I personally think this guy is, for me, what he just did, probably the best coach in the world. I really do think that. Because, Christian, you made a good point. You said, if Guardiola wins the treble, is that more impressive than what Mourinho's done for Roma the past 2 seasons? I don't think so. As a Roma fan, we have now made 3 semifinals in Europe for the past 3 seasons. We are currently, statistically, the best Italian team in Europe at the moment.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we are.
Yes, we are.
We are.
No, guys.
We are. I'm not okay. Champions League is the biggest. I get that. But if you're talking about in Europe, Roma's the best.
Guys. You guys are probably the most delusional fans.
How are we delusional?
We're talking about
who's made.
You guys just said you're statistically the best team in Europe.
What?
No. Did you just hear what
Italian team in
Europe? Italian team in Europe the past 3 seasons.
In Europe,
we've been the best.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
How is that ridiculous?
Juve's been better?
Okay, first off,
who's been better?
First off, the Conference League is a joke.
Oh my God.
Okay?
We won it.
But-
Okay?
It doesn't matter. We won.
You guys, the Conference League is easier than Coppa Italia for the quality of teams you verse.
Bro, fuck.
You're gonna really debate that? You're gonna really debate that?
But you're saying...
You guys can't even reach the semifinals of the Coppa
Is
Italia.
Feyenoord easier than Cremonese?
Well, clearly, I guess so, because you can beat them all the time, but you can't beat Cremonese.
My point is...
You clearly didn't try.
No, my point is...
No. Let me finish this.
No, we know.
You ranted about your team. You ranted about your team. Let us talk. Let me talk.
Inter has beaten teams like Barcelona.
I gotta call Kevin De Bruyne. Let me talk.
Who have you guys beaten?
But where did that take them?
What's Roma's
Where did that
performance?
take them? Where did that take them? Answer the question. Answer the question.
Europa League and the Conference League is like Serie B and Serie C.
Oh my God.
But the European Championship.
You're taking so much away from Mourinho.
Who's in the final?
Yeah, exactly.
Who's in the final?
Who's
in the final?
Listen, you're taking so much away from Mourinho.
All competitions aside, though, yes, Roma is the most consistent.
Don't be nice.
That's just no, but it's
He's
just
being
saying,
real.
He's being real.
No, but they mean like if you.
How stupid are you guys?
Despite the competition name and the caliber of teams, Roma have been.
Oh yeah,
exactly.
In Europe, that's just
but
how it is.
that's like if Milan and Inter and Juve played the Conference and the Europa League, they'll have the same result.
We played the Conference League 1 season and we won.
That's what you're talking about.
No,
and I guarantee
the first
you, without
season,
Mourinho, we wouldn't have won.
Think about this. First of all, even 3 seasons in a row in Europe. Before that, we got into a Champions League semi-final. 2 seasons before that. Then
you're talking 5 years ago.
5 years ago. Listen,
5 years ago, Juventus went in the semi-final.
Let me talk. Champions League, we got to a semi-final. 2 seasons after, we did a rebuild. We got Jose Mourinho. Oh, we had Fonseca before. Good team, not the best coach. We got to a semi-final. We lost to Manchester United. Right? After that, we go in the Conference League. We were obligated to win it. We had Tottenham in there. Tottenham were the favorites. They lost. So we were the favorites. We won. We did our job. After that, we get into the Europa League this year. What was our job?
How long are you going to be pointing?
What
to
was
the
our
desk?
job? At the beginning of the season, the Friedkin, our president, told Mourinho, I want you to get to the semifinal. Man. Mourinho said, I will get you to the final. And he's done it. It's been a success.
Didn't 3 months ago you say Mourinho out?
I was upset when we lost to Cremonese, and then I realized, you know what? I got to see what he does in Europe.
Guys, listen, I've always backed him because, bro, no. Our best achievement in these past 10 years have been beating Barca. Yeah, made it to the semifinal. That's it.
But you guys won nothing.
That's it. Now with Mourinho, you're going to take away the fact that we get him, we win a final. We get him, we make another final. So it's a coincidence. No, it's a coincidence.
I think,
and you're gonna say about Dybala? Dybala wasn't there every single game in Europa.
Dybala didn't even play yesterday.
You can't even say Dybala brought us to there. No. And no one brought us to there except for Mourinho.
Yes.
I can't.
That's such bullshit.
No, it's not. No, it's not our goalie. It's not our Smalling. I love Smalling. It's not Smalling. It's not Matic. It's not
Mourinho.
Pellegrini. Hell no, it's not Pellegrini.
Wait, may I retort, please?
No, because you didn't let us retort.
No. Okay, well, first, Kitty wanted to say something. What did you want to say?
I was going to say, if you told a Roma fan last season that they would be in the Europa League final right after winning the Conference League, they'd be ecstatic. Listen,
exactly.
I don't think any coach could do this with Roma.
No, they can't.
Considering their budget. I don't think Pep could do it with Roma's budget. Any coach could make Roma great if they had $1 billion.
God bless that you're here.
Examples. Examples.
Can I retort, please?
I'll give you some examples. I'll give you some examples of what he said. Every coach before Mourinho. There we go. That's an example of what he just said.
Okay. Now let me reply with facts, and I don't want to be cut off. Okay. You guys reached it. You were talking about your previous Europa performances, right? 3 years ago, you made the Europa League semifinal. That's great. Mourinho wasn't the coach. Mourinho wasn't the coach, right? Now we look at Roma's whole season this year. This is actually one of the worst seasons ever. Just take
domestically, yes.
Yeah. Just take away the Europa League performance. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
No, you guys are even lower. You guys are placed even lower now than you were last year. You're 7th place. Or it's the same. It's the same. So nothing has.
I don't give a shit.
Can I finish?
We're in the final.
Can I finish? Okay. Plus 12 goal difference. That's atrocious for somebody in the top 6, top 7. Your Serie A performances hasn't gone up at all. Like I said, Roma and Juve, it's the same reason why Juve got as far as they did. They're versing teams that are not on their level of class. It's not. I see people praising Mourinho's performance. Roma only shot twice, and Bayern Leverkusen scored 26 times. Bro, that says a lot. That was amazing. No, that's actually the opposite. Well, if I was a Roma fan, I'd be alarmed that we're not clearly getting those chances.
You did the job you couldn't do.
Why did Juventus lose against Sevilla? Because we couldn't finish, right? If Roma are performing even worse than Juventus, and they play almost the exact same way, and they're having less chances to score, what does that say?
Bro,
Mourinho's here due to chance. Listen, if he wins, I'll give him his credit. He wins, but he's here just due to chance. He had You guys went out against Cremonese in the Coppa Italia. You guys had a terrible season.
Let me talk.
I'm not done. I'm not done.
You're stating nothing. You're talking about our season. We're talking about Europe.
Yeah,
we're talking about Europe.
What's more important, Europe or Italy domestically?
If you guys are
what's more important?
Can I finish?
But just answer the question, and then you can.
Can I finish speaking?
What's more important?
Okay. Well. Okay.
Going over the question.
No, I'm not going over the question. If you guys were smart, you would have understood why this transfers to Europe as well. You guys have only gotten this far because your class is above everybody you versed, and you should have won those games. Bayern Leverkusen suck. Okay.
Our class? Who do you think we are? Madrid? What
compared?
Because we have Dybala, you think we have class?
Listen, Wijnaldum, Dybala, no other.
Wijnaldum barely plays.
Listen, nobody.
I'm sorry.
Nobody you guys faced has the same level of players Roma do, and that's how you guys are just barely getting back.
You're talking too much. No, you're talking too much. You're talking too much nonsense.
You guys are barely getting by these games. Now you're gonna play a team like Sevilla, who beat a similar team to Roma, Juve, who's arguably better than Roma.
No,
who've had a better season.
You're not better than.
Well, it's close. Whatever you delusional Romans say,
you're not. You didn't beat us once this season.
I would be worried. Okay, I'd be extremely worried.
I'm not worried.
Listen, if Roma win, I think they can win. I'm actually picking them to win. We'll get into our predictions. But I wouldn't be so confident. You guys are coming off so arrogant and delusional.
Okay, are you done? No. Here we go. First of all, Jose Mourinho came to Roma.
Again with this hero worship. Stop with this hero.
No. Now you're gonna cut me off. Let me talk. Jose Mourinho came in. He came in.
Yeah.
Do you think he came into Roma to make us better in Serie A or in Europe?
Answer that.
In Europe.
Exactly, because that's what he's known for. Second of all, Roma this season, right, in the Europa League. First of all, yeah, we didn't play the best teams, but you gotta play who's in front of you.
Exactly.
You can't lose to these
And you're
bad
gonna play
teams.
Sevilla.
Okay, we beat Bayer Leverkusen, right? We beat Salzburg. Who was the other team that we beat? I forgot.
Us? Well,
Feyenoord.
All teams.
And Feyenoord was a tough game.
And it
Right?
shouldn't have
No.
been.
You have to play what's in front of you, and he's achieved the job. He doesn't have Pogba. He doesn't have Di Maria. He doesn't have Vlahovic.
Which looks even worse
He has
for you.
Tammy Abraham. And
It
regardless,
looks worse for us
yes,
or you?
No, don't worry. He
It
doesn't.
looks even,
Don't worry.
No, it looks even worse for you.
Yesterday, Paulo Dybala.
For the Sevilla
yesterday,
game. Yeah, it
Dybala
does.
didn't even play. El Shaarawy didn't even play. Wijnaldum didn't even play. Our 3-star guys didn't even play. It was a defensive masterclass, all right? And he's proven that in the past. You
That's
don't
alarming.
have to.
It's
You don't have to possess the ball. You don't have to take 10 shots to tie 0-0 and say, "Oh, Roma played well." I know we didn't
If
play
Roma
well.
plays
we
like
didn't
that-
play well on the ball. Off the ball, we were incredible.
That is not incredible.
Bro,
That's awful.
Bob, look at the first game. We win 1-0. Second game, do you want us to come out risking everything, or you want us to defend? We defended.
Catenaccio. We did it.
You guys didn't even try to score.
Bro, but what happened the first game?
No.
But what happened the first game? We tried to score, we scored. No. Against Sevilla, it's one game.
If you're
talking about Roma defending the league,
Man,
bro.
you guys-
No, because we're speaking, bro. We're speaking about our team.
None of us can deny. Roma play ugly. They don't play nice football.
But it's working though right now.
Their win against Feyenoord was actually pretty big because Feyenoord was winning the league. No,
Yeah.
You guys almost lost that game.
That was their biggest.
But what happened?
But
what
now-
happened? Did we?
Yeah, but guys, you got to look at the statistics.
That was,
You're
I'd say, Roma's best performance. The second leg.
okay.
Now Sevilla is Roma's ultimate test.
Yes.
And you're
you know
right that if Roma win, absolutely, we can praise Mourinho. But you do have to give him credit for how he transformed the side in
you
Europe.
have to give him credit.
And the league isn't over yet. If Roma could,
You gave Di Francesco credit when he beat Barca and made the
that's an actual
semifinals.
big thing. Listen, Mourinho hasn't done anything different
Di
that the
Francesco
previous
had a
coaches
better
have
team.
done. This hero
That-
worship is so
that too.
blind.
That too.
Okay,
Di Francesco
you
had a
guys
better
reached
team.
the Europa League semi-final 2 years ago. You did the exact same thing. Mourinho's not doing anything different.
He got us to the final.
You guys have a better team now than you did 2 years ago.
Bro, by like two
Not
players.
by
No,
much.
By like two
No,
players.
but you
We had
okay,
Dzeko
it's one
last-
step.
we
Now
had
you're
Dzeko.
versing Sevilla, and yes, if Mourinho performs, if Mourinho as a coach makes the right calls that day, and your team performs, I'm gonna give him the credit. But I think it's too early to give him credit, even if he reached the final. And I explained why.
Bro,
I don't know why it's so hard for you to process.
It's not hard for
we're
us to process.
confident.
It's hard for you to process
Nah,
that.
it's just
It's
arrogance.
hard for you to process
just
that
arrogance.
Jose Mourinho has done an
It's just
incredible
arrogance.
job
no,
at
it's
Roma.
not arrogance. It's
He
confidence.
hasn't
You know
done
what's funny?
anything
He
different.
hasn't done anything
Listen,
at Roma.
No.
He
Hold
hasn't
on,
done
hold
anything.
on. You know what's funny? You call it arrogance. Meanwhile, a few weeks ago, and I can quote you on this, you said Juventus was going to win the Europa League by far. You said they were going to
How
win
could you
that.
not think that? How could you not think
How
that?
could
dog?
you think that?
How could you think that?
Because
How could you think
that's
that?
arrogance.
What class?
That's arrogance.
It's class.
If anything, Sevilla, because they won it 6 times.
Okay, you're talking about arrogance. That same thought I had of Juve, I have for Roma now. They could get by through their class if they use it. Will Mourinho use it? I don't know. He's barely getting by these games. I'm still gonna pick Roma to win because you have an advantage. Acuna, Sevilla's key player, in my opinion, is not gonna play.
That's not the
That's not the key advantage.
No,
though.
he is their key player.
No, he
That's
isn't.
not,
Yes,
that's not
he
a
is.
key advantage,
No, he's
though.
not.
It's not.
No,
He's a big player, but he's not the key player.
Okay, whatever. Listen, he to me he is. He's the one that's blitzing down the wing
Because
every
you're just
time.
butthurt that he destroyed you guys. the
No,
first
it's
game.
not butthurt. You're taking this. Forget I'm a Juve fan. I'm not speaking as a Juve fan. I'm speaking as a Serie A fan. If you think Roma, we're gonna win, and Mourinho's the only reason why, get your head out of your ass. Okay?
It's
time.
the biggest reason we're saying.
We don't think
Not
he's the only reason.
He's
And
not
another
the
thing,
biggest reason.
One thing, I have a question for you. Have you watched Sevilla all season? Answer.
Neither have you. I've watched the big games. Yeah.
Okay, I've watched more Sevilla than you have.
How do you know that?
Because I've watched.
Fuck,
Yeah. Watching the highlights doesn't
No,
count.
I've watched La Liga, and I'll tell you straight up. Acuna is not their best player. It's Rakitic, and every Sevilla fan knows that.
Well, Rakitic is their best player. We're talking technique, but from what I've seen,
he's their best
from
player.
what I've seen, not just against Juve, this whole tournament, Acuna's been their main man.
Navas is better than Acuna.
Navas and Acuna. Well, Acuna's been a big player.
Let's go into predictions.
Let's predict the final.
Okay, I think Dybala will show up, and listen, I think it's on the players. I see Roma winning this 2-1. I think Dybala scores twice.
2-1 as well. Pellegrini scores.
Yeah.
I can't say the rest.
I say 1-0 Roma. Just it's gonna be a masterclass. It will.
A masterclass 1-0.
Before I get
defensive masterclass.
You guys
You've been
are
saying that
retarded.
about. You've been saying that about every
Censor
Italian
that,
team.
Alex. I just said
You've been saying that about every Italian team. Masterclass. They've been You've been saying that about Juve. Masterclass.
I was
1-0.
joking.
before
You can't read a joke.
You can't even take him serious. He's a Juve fan.
Yeah. You're a Roma fan.
Yeah.
That's it. Look at the arrogance.
Who said Juve was gonna easily?
All right. Get to your prediction. You guys are so arrogant. Now I want Sevilla to win.
Good. I
You
hope.
guys are so
go
right.
ahead, son.
You can't even win Coppa Italia against Cremonese, and you're bragging about this.
You don't even have a shot of winning a title this year. We do.
Okay. How many
you
titles have we
haven't
won?
beat us-
How many titles have we won compared to
I'm
you?
talking about
does
the
that mean
season.
now, though?
We're talking about the season.
Now.
It's
What
so
does that mean
easy
now?
to be a Roma
We
fan.
know.
Because if you do well, you're the best team in the world,
What?
supposedly.
No one's
But if you lose,
it's
we
not
suck
easy
at
to be a
Roma.
Juve
No,
fan.
we suck
The
at Roma.
history,
Keep
everything.
talking over me, because that's a sign of an intelligent person. Just talk the loudest. Great job.
There's a reason why you get the most hate out of everyone in this game.
Because I actually have balls and I don't say the obvious
because
thing.
you don't
even
know what you're talking about.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Close it out.
Before I state my prediction, this game has a fine line.
40 minutes.
Jose Mourinho has played 5 European finals. He's won all 5. Sevilla have played 6 Europa League finals. They've won all 6. So one streak is going to end, right? I'm not saying this game is going to be easy. Mm-hmm. It's definitely not. The Inter-City game is definitely a tougher game. Sevilla are more experienced than Roma. Way more experienced. Yeah. And the experience is going to pay off.
Obviously.
But our coach is more experienced than their team. This is what's going to happen, in my opinion. Sevilla is going to score first. They're going to be 1-0 up. Roma's going to score, I feel like, a penalty or a set piece. 1-1.
Who?
We're going to I feel like Smalling or Ibanez is going to score.
All right. Wrap it up.
No, off a corner.
Okay.
It's going to be 1-1. It's going to go to penalties, and I think we're going to win.
I think it's important
ballsy
to mention that this game could be almost identical to the UCL final in terms of how it goes. Roma and Inter can both.
I think I have more faith in Inter as a team
and just win through luck.
Okay, guys.
It's one game.
Look, listen.
A small thing though, Fiorentina.
I was just about to say that. Okay. Fiorentina came back. I predicted the score 3-1 exactly.
I knew they would come back.
Yeah, no, they came back.
Too.
They won. Do you guys think they'll be West Ham? I say yes.
This is the hardest game for them though, because West Ham is tough. They're an English team.
West Ham haven't lost at all in the conference. Fiorentina has. So actually, it's a lot more difficult than we say. But I think if Fiorentina play to their full potential, they have the better team.
West Ham's the favorite for sure.
They are the favorite. Every team against the Italian.
If you're English, they're gonna favor you. But I think
West Ham are favorites. I think.
No, bro, come on.
West Ham is what place in the Prem?
No, they're almost relegation.
Exactly. I think, and to say the Prem's better than the Serie A, I completely disagree. I mean, I think we proved it this year. Fiorentina's 8th place. I think you'd have to favor them.
They're 9th, Monza's 8th.
Oh yeah, Monza.
I say West Ham are favorites in terms of the budget that they're able to use for players.
But I think Fiorentina have better players.
Yeah, I don't think it's kind of hard to make a prediction for this game. Fiorentina can.
It could go either way.
Yeah,
it could go either way.
Fiorentina can impress.
I really think there's going to be a high-scoring game. I'll state my prediction first. I think it's going to be 3-2 Fiorentina. I think Nico Gonzalez, this guy is tremendous, and he's going to be the star of the show in the final.
I was going to pick 3-1. I think Fiorentina. I think West Ham and Fiorentina will be at 1-1 before. I don't know who's going to score first, but I think Fiorentina is going to start to overwhelm West Ham.
I think it could be 3-2 or 2-1, but I think both teams will score though.
No,
Fiorentina, I think will win.
I think 2-2 going to extra time, and I think this is gonna be a penalty game. I don't think Fiorentina is better than West Ham, and I don't think West Ham is better than Fiorentina. I think they're evenly matched, and I think it's gonna go into penalties.
Well, that concludes our very intense clash. Yeah, I mean, guys, look, it's the big time now. Okay, 3 Italian teams and 3 European finals. And hopefully we take it all. We're here to show you. The reason why I wanted to start this channel was to show you why Italian Calcio is here to stay, and it's the best way to go. Okay?
I like that.
That's all.
3 teams and 3 finals. That's all we got to say.
Hope you enjoyed the video.
Hope you enjoy.
Bye.